The TR command is used to translate, squeeze, and/or delete single characters from standard input writing to standard output. In our example, we use TR space quote capital N quote space quote capital Y quote. This will translate all capital N's to capital Y's. Inside the text that we're echoing to standard output, please notice how we'd use the backslash to negate the special meaning of quote before it is sent to standard output. The sed command is the stream editor for filtering and transforming text. Sed takes data from standard input off of a pipeline or from a specified file name, translates it, and then sends it to standard output. In our first example, we use sed space quote s/a/y/quote. This tells sed to substitute for lowercase a, lowercase y, wherever it appears first in each line of data. In the second example, sed space quote s/A/y/g quote is telling sed to substitute for capital A, lowercase y, and to do it with the G globally across every appearance of capital A. Third example, sed with the -n argument deals with line numbers. So overall we put sed -n space 1, 2p tells sed to print just lines 1 and 2. We then pipe that through another sed with a quote s/first character, which is the caret symbol, a, capital A, slash lowercase a1/quote, which is going to take any line that has a first character of capital A and substitute lowercase a1 for that A, and only the first time that appears on each line. Next example, sed -n 4, 5p will print just lines 4 and 5. In the next example, sed -n 3p followed by another sed -n 8p will list just lines 3 and lines 8 only. We sum a column of numbers piped into awk using awk space single quote space left curly bracket space sum space plus equals space $1 space right curly bracket space capitals END space left curly bracket space print space sum space right curly bracket space single quote. Incorporates the printf function from C language. It is used to format data output. Examples of printf: we take an array of the numbers 1 space 2 space 3 space 4, and we use printf to add comma separators between each number. The next example, we add a new line. In the next example, we add leading zeros if the number is less than 2 digits. Our next example, we change the numbers to a column of numbers rather than a line of numbers. And in our last numbers example, we total the column of numbers with awk. We then show how to add leading zeros and 2 floating points to each of our numbers using printf. And then we put those numbers in a column using printf. Formatting example. We use printf to align our data 5 characters to the right. Cut command is used to remove sections from a line of data. We receive data from a pipe on the command line or from a file. We get a long list of files in our directory, and we cut with a -C characters 1 through 30 and characters 50 through 80 out of each line. We cut out are then sent to standard output. We use the paste command to paste together 2 files with 1 column of data in each, using a colon separator. We use our previously learned cut command to separate the pasted 2 files into just file 1, using the cut space -D argument, quote, colon, quote, space, -F1, which specifies the colon as the field separator and field 1 as the field that we wish to extract, and causes programs and commands to be executed under the calling shell. This means that when the program is completed, the calling shell is exited. For example, the final portion of our web page is not shown because the web page process called on our shell script. And when the shell script was completed using the exec command, the web page process was then exited as well.